Hey guys, so it's been a while since I made a video like this, but I'm gonna get straight back at it. Today I'm gonna talk about kanji, which is one of the three main writing systems you have for writing anything in Japanese. The two others are hiragana and katakana, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Basically what kanji is that it's a sign for pretty much every word. Sometimes you might combine a couple of kanji and it would mean something else. And I was talking to a friend about this recently, and we pretty much have the same view. That, you know, in a world inhabited by superhumans, kanji is a really effective system. You can write a lot of things in not so much space. Sadly, this is not that world. One thing is that kanji is difficult to learn and it's annoying when you're learning Japanese, but that's not at all what I'm wanting to talk about now. I think kanji is a surprisingly big part of a lot of the social problems in Japan, and that's gonna sound weird, I know, but take a look at this. First off is that there's so many kanji that you will never ever learn all of them. It's just not possible. Even if you spent your entire life studying it, I highly doubt there's any Japanese person out there who knows every single kanji. The daily use kanji is, by the government is said to be 2,000 kanji. I've met extremely few people who know that many. Most people know maybe around 500, 800. My ex knew around 500, and she was not a stupid girl. She was, you know, a university student, one of the best in her year, and she knew around 500 kanji, was her guess. So imagine the stress factor you get from knowing that your entire life you're never gonna know the entire writing system. You're never gonna understand everything. This chapter will never be closed. You'll never see, okay, now I learned the kanji, now I can do something else. It will always be there. I mean, let's take my ex, or for example, at one point she was in Denmark, she had a gift and it was wrapped in newspaper for my mother, and my mom was curious and she pointed to one of the kanji in the newspapers and she said, "What is that?" And my girlfriend looked at it and she went, "I don't know. I don't know this kanji." She took me to her university once and we were walking around, and there was a board hanging, there was a sign there. I'm randomly curious and I say, "What is that?" And she looks at it and, "I don't know. There's signs on the street. Don't know." Imagine the shift in society. You know, what happens when you have people that can't read a newspaper? Not even hugely undereducated people, but actually people that are taking a serious education and they still can't understand a newspaper. That starts dividing your society up into classes. Basically, people that are undereducated or with low educations or whatever will not be able to understand the media, will not be able to understand the world, as well as those with high educations. And obviously that will just keep getting bigger and bigger, because then they won't get good jobs, and then their children won't be able to have a good education, so they won't understand anything. But if you do, you'll understand a lot more. You'll be informed in the world what's going on, and you will get better jobs, and you will have better opportunities. And so will your children. So the shift between the high class and the low class just gets bigger, just because of the bloody writing system. And then, then there's just the stress in your life. I don't know about you, but I'd feel annoyed walking around my entire life and keep seeing things I don't understand what means. That's like never learning to read. Imagine, not even in a foreign country, just imagine being in your own country, looking around, but you'd only understand maybe 50%, 70% of what's going on. Every day on buildings, billboards, commercials, advertisements, bloody street signs, everything. There'd be tons of things you just don't know what they mean. You're kind of guessing. You have to guess what they mean. For me, that would be stressful. You know, that for my entire life, that would not make me feel comfortable. I think that's a surprisingly big deal of why a lot of Japanese people stress so much. Just because of the writing system. Anyway, this was kind of a short video. I just wanted to bring it up because I was talking to one of my friends about it. So, anyway, let me hear your thoughts on it. Maybe I'm just completely rambling. Maybe I'm an idiot. This is also, of course, as always, this is just, you know, my view on it. So, bloody hell, post yours. Make a video response, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe, follow my videos, whatever. And stay tuned for the next one.